What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, check that out. Sound is on. Mission accomplished. What's going on, R2K? Welcome to the stream, brother Andre. Welcome to the stream, King Sam. Thanks for sharing that out. Welcome to the stream, Logan. What is going on? Welcome to the stream. You can hear a little bit on the back end there. We're going to get that calm back down. Digital Dogs buying the ticket. Thank you, brother. Welcome to the stream. Digital was on the hashtag rewatch gang thing going on this morning on one of the last podcasts that we were doing. Now, what we're going to do, too, as I'm making my way down, Spet's just like, what? He's like, whatever, more podcasts. What we're going to do, and I am sorry about the podcast not coming out as fast as I would like them to. I underestimated all the stuff you got to do to get in line to be the realtor to show the house. So we are almost through that. I just have a little bit of training left. I figured I would take a little bit of time right now. We would take a little bit of break from that. And then right after the stream, I will be right back at it. I think I've got everything in place. I've just got a few other things that I'm really trying to do, and then we will be rolling on that, so that'll be a lot of fun. What's going on, Iffy? Yeah, I know. I was like, I debated, and then I'm like, we're doing it. We can't wait. We got to do it. We got to see the arena. You know what I mean? You guys got to see the arena earlier. So, definitely got to do it. What is going on, Sped? Brother, welcome to the stream. Trixie Bastages. You know what I mean? Yeah, Sped too. Me and Sped, two peas in a pod. But here's what we're going to do before we get into this. I want to get you guys on the podcast. So I think what we're going to do, most people like the easiest way is kind of to do the PlayStation thing. But what I think we're going to do is, at least for the first one, especially if you're in the United States, I've noticed it doesn't work as well otherwise. Maybe it does. We'll have to see. But I think we'll go through the Discord. I've already got it set up. I can get you in the Discord. So as long as you're in the Discord and as long as you got some time, I think tomorrow we're going to find a way to get some of you guys on. So if you want to be on the podcast, go in on the Discord channel. There's a podcast section. Sign up for the podcast. Let me know that you're available tomorrow, and then we'll get you on. You know, we'll bring people on. We'll see, hey, when did you join the channel? What do you like about the channel? What do you hope to see in the future? You know what I mean? Yeah, we could use StreamYard, but I don't use StreamYard. So that's going to be something maybe in the future we do. I don't know enough about it tomorrow to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of other people do it. I don't know enough about it to do it. So we've got things set up to do podcasts. We've got it set up in such a way that we can do stuff and get people on. So we're going to do that. Now, let's get to the very first episode. Even though this is still going to fall under Season 6, we're going to go Season 6. So there's only one or two more episodes that we really got in Season 6. But this is episode 100. So in the overall 200th episode of our entire universe mode, going all the way back to Season 1, we make the announcement of taking the entire 200 episodes, melding all the ideas together to come up with TCW to move forward into the future. And now episode 100, which is a first for any of the seasons, episode 100 of Season 6, we are putting it out there and doing the very first TCW Monday Night Meltdown. Now, you guys know if you've been watching or if you go back and watch, we have had a lot of Monday Night Meltdowns. I wonder what that is. I think, how do we do that with, I think we put King Sam. Yeah, we did. That's how it is. It's funny. Enough of us have funny names Oh, she found it. She found the Digital Dogs one. But, interestingly enough, you're still going to see, like, right now, the WCW tag titles. You're still going to see the world title. I'm not going and changing the title belts with only a couple episodes remaining. You know what I mean? So, we're fixing to next Friday change all of the titles. We're fixing to change all of the wrestlers in all the arenas. So, doing that, not really going to do it. So, we're still going to see, and this is why it'll stay in season 6. But, big news. You got Vampiro getting a world title shot tonight at Rowdy. You got Totes and Jay Savage hooking it up to go after the WCW. Well, we're going to call it from here on out the TCW tag team titles. TCW World Television title, Bama Boy and Robbo, former Horseman versus current Horseman. Fatal 4-way R2K facing off against the bedazzled jawboner himself, Digital Dogs. And, since I haven't said it yet, shout out to the Bay of Iffy. JP and Angel getting their shot tonight. Thought this would be a fun match. You look at these guys, yeah, one guy's got a mask, one guy doesn't, but very similar in styles of wrestling. Huge. This is a huge, could be a huge stepping stone for Sam Hacksaw if he can find a way to beat Cecil Davis. Again, a lot of people don't realize this. Even though Cecil hasn't won a world title, he is one of the few that have got a shot. And it was against Sting, but got a shot at the Universal World title. So the biggest title wrestled for it on the biggest stage. Zach Hamilton and Herbie going after it for the Cruiserweight title. Miss Nightmare. These two used to battle a lot. Now kind of reigniting this battle over the women's hardcore title. Phoenix getting her shot at Melinda G. Misty. And it always seems like Misty at the end of a season all of a sudden starts getting like those world title shots again. But can she beat Ozzy here tonight to carry it in? And then again, Rowdy and Vampiro hooking it up in the final thing. So let's go ahead, get this thing started. Even Johnny. Johnny's going to be a new addition in 2K25, so that's good. We've got a plan for Johnny. We're also going to have things a lot more separated. Like between the TWC and the TCW. That way we can see more of the people. We can develop more of the storylines. But the TCW guys making their way down to the ring. Jay Savage, Totes My Goats, the NWO seems to have had a large role in doing this. The corporate syndicate seems to have had and played a large role in making this happen. Yeah, it's funny, you know, with the Streamlabs and the Nightbot stuff. I thought I've done stuff to slow them down, but it only slows them down in the beginning. Like if you put a 2-minute timer on one and a 3-minute on the other one, eventually they really start competing against themselves. Hey, but they keep the chat rolling, so I'm gonna keep playing with both of them until we can get it dialed in a little better. It doesn't show the title, but there's a title belt on the line, I can promise you that. And look, the entrance is so nice. Totes and Jay Savage had to do them twice, so coming down individually making their ways down to the ring. I think they talk and they're like, look, the more airtime you can get TCW, the more airtime you can get the NWO, the better. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just got to figure out a way to dial it in a little bit better. I keep doing it a little bit after each one, but I still need people to send in some stuff. I need you guys to send in, like, for instance, if you put in this command. Or maybe not. Like, maybe that's going to take a minute because it wanted to talk itself. That's the other thing. You got to get it so right. Maybe it's blazed. But now the people, look, Paul the Thing, former world champion, of course. Sentinel, former world champion, yeah, Blaze. So those type of commands, if you guys got some other ones out there, send them to me. Because I look at them, I'm like, yeah, that would be amazing. And then I move on to something else, and then it's not quite doing it. So, but TCW, Tag Team Titles Online. The problem is I can still read the WCW on the belt. So, again, we're in the transition period. You know what I mean? We're in the transition period. Come 2K25, all of that will be out, and then we will be going. Look at the Meltdown arena, though. It would blow your mind if you knew what movie that was playing. It's not what you think. You can already see a couple of these guys like diving in hard, like Sentinel right there wearing like he used to wear for the WCW, now really diving in with the TCW badging. Shrinkage is a thing. So Savage and Totes right now kind of talking over what they want to do. But look, you're going up against one of the best tag teams really ever too. When you look at two world champions doing their thing and you look at how powerful Paul and how powerful Sentinel are. And then these two guys already seeing a lot of success in this universe, in the TCW as a whole. And now forming up. You know, they form up, go after American Alpha 2, win the belts, and now putting those belts on the line here against Jay Savage and Totes. Now, Jay Savage and Totes, not a tag team really. Haven't seen them do a bunch of tagging and doing a bunch of stuff. So, is that going to play into anything tonight? Sentinel and Paul have been a tag team for quite some time, have been fighting the forces of the NWO and all the other factions that were out there, kind of making the WCW at the time its own brand, its own faction, going up, trying to keep these title belts in the thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, when Iffy said where she's from, I'm like, I am shocked. That's where she'd settled down. Like, I I grew up in the north, and I cannot live there. Snow, not doing it. I mean, you guys know where I'm at, and it might be too far north, you know what I mean? I got to get closer to the beach. My fear would be like if Rapincha came down here, she'd melt. You know what I mean? Russian, used to the cold, used to the stuff. And we've seen Totes and Sentinel going after it. Totes typically gets the better of Sentinel, but here lately, Sentinel has really been not just holding his own, but kind of dominating the thing. And I think Totes, knowing that, trying to prove, no, hey, I'm still the guy. But Sentinel, again, one of the top 2 world champions, was the top in just WCW pure. But when you add in the overall thing, Rowdy then kind of takes it on, where he has been a world champion now 4 times, but Sentinel's been a world champion 3 times, for those of you keeping track at home. And look at this. You would think that the NWO would grab Totes' baseball bat, but instead, maybe this is a Jay Savage baseball bat. You can see that he says, don't be savage, be average, or be average, be savage, and then throws the bat and splits open Sentinel right there. That is crazy. Yeah, no dad jokes. I don't know how to make that work. I have no idea how, when you put in I dad joke or a mom joke or any of that, how to make different things pop up all the time. Yeah, there's lots of stuff I don't know about it. And whoa! Early on in this match, the tripletta, the triple butterfly, getting put on Paul the Thing. Now goes, rolls up the leg. And remember, this is an elimination match. The entire team of the other side has got to be eliminated to win. Totes and Savage, though, not exactly operating well as a team, but operating very well individually. Yeah, Epicillin. That makes a lot of sense right there, too. But individually, oh! Totes talking that trash to Paul. Paul did not appreciate that. Tried to get up to his feet. But that might have been one of those things where Totes kind of baiting the hook. And here we go. This is Totes' submission finisher, called the Totesification. Totes trying to give Paul the Thing a little Totesification, but Paul not having it. Paul gets back up to his feet. And it's almost like the NWO on a mission to prove something here. The other thing is, right now, we still have the NWO, we still have the corporate syndicate, but moving on, probably my favorite move in the game. I don't care who does that. That is such a cocky and amazing move. You gotta love it. What is going on, Dubs? Welcome to the stream, brother. Now, this isn't a first. This isn't the first time we have seen the world champion tag team guys dominated at a point in the match. However, they always seem to come back, so definitely have got to keep an eye on it. But Jay Savage sees what's going on with that chair, says he does not want to take a seat. Yeah, we have seen in the past, we've seen Sentinel and Paul give Totes a wrestling lesson. And see, this is what I'm talking about, right on top of the chair. So you're like, man, these guys are down and out. And the next thing you know, Sentinel now starting to get it turned back around. Finally, Savage stops the little onslaught right there. And Savage now delivering the chops. Goes, hooks the leg, one. And only a 1 count. Look at the authority of how Sentinel kicked out of that one. Ho, 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 Green Giant, yum. That's what you get if you mix the Green Giant and the Red Robin commercial. And like, while Sentinel has not hit Savage with the chair, he seems to keep throwing them down and slamming them down on top of the chair. But you can see now Sentinel moving a little bit slower. Paul getting fired up. Savage trying to get back to his feet. Paul waiting on him though. And up he goes and right back down on the chair. Like they got to get the chair out of the arena. Of all the places you could fall, Savage has hit that chair about 15 times now. And look at how the champ's doing it right here. And look, are they going to do it? Almost did it again right on top of the chair. Hooks the leg. Totes says that is a no-go at this station. And Sentinel said he didn't appreciate getting a no-go at the station. Went over there and let that be known. Savage, though, gives them just enough time to break it up, but Sentinel fighting right back and going and using some of the underhanded tactics of the New World Order. Savage now moving slower. We can see Savage moving slower. Totes now trying to take advantage of the position Savage puts Sentinel in. Pulls him back into the center of the ring. Thought he might have been trying to go for his finisher, but instead just says, hey, I want to make sure somebody else gets hit with this chair. You know what I mean? Not just Savage, but somebody else needs to get hit with this chair, so whap Sentinel with it right upside the old scunion. Oh, Jay Savage kind of doing a little possum maneuver, but speaking of possum, Sentinel DDT right on top of Savage's kabasa and whips him back in the corner. And while we haven't seen double team moves coming from the NWO, we have seen them coming from the TCW, wrestlers. The just saying part of that sentence is supposed to be at the bottom of it, not the top. And Sentinel taking over, splitting Totes open. If you remember in the beginning of the match, Sentinel was split open. We haven't seen the blood, but we heard the two wrestlers talking about it. And now just down to Totes. Can Totes find a way in a 2-on-1 now handicap match to bring home these titles to the New World Order? Totes continually trying to get to his feet. But look at the state of that move. That has got to be it. No! Totes again getting up to his feet, and again Sentinel putting him back down in that same maneuver. If at first you don't succeed, skydiving isn't for you. And Totes went for the extraction. Sentinel instead caught him in his own finishing move. That is amazing. I don't normally do this, guys, but you guys have got to understand what just happened. Like, it is crazy what just happened. I want you to see it just so you know that we weren't We weren't just saying things. Look at what happens here. Totes gets back up to his feet. And right here, Totes starts the move, starts to get the head up for the extraction, but Sentinel comes in instead and gets it in, and that is Sentinel's finishing move. So Totes gets up, he's like, oh, I'm going to get the extraction. Right there, he's already started the extraction. That is the start to the finishing move, and then, wouldn't you know it, Sentinel catches him. Absolutely crazy maneuver right there. That's the stuff about all of this that I love. Look at Savage blocking Sentinel, not allowing. He did it again! Totes going for the extraction again, and Sentinel catches him riding dirty. And comes away with the win. Sentinel and Paul the Thing, your TCW Tag Team Champions.
WCW World Tag Team Champions, the New Foundation.
That was two different times, and I'm telling you, Totes gets the extraction in on Sentinel. At that point in the match, Sentinel's out. And Sentinel stops it not once, but twice. To then put his own finishing move and then his own kind of power move, setup move for his finisher to come home and get the win. What a great match that was. What's going on, Leo? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, they have a lot of history, so you know those two guys know. Maybe Totes right there getting a little cocky. He's like, hey, I'm gonna hit him with the move. We're gonna end this right now. I'm gonna get on to Paul. Sentinel not allowing that to happen. Now you look at this match, another.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Undisputed World Television Championship.
But in this match, another bit of history when you look at what's about to happen. You're looking at Robbo, the leader of the Horsemen, leaves the Horsemen. They don't replace his position. He comes back, not doing well still. Didn't do well in WWE. Did not do well when he came back with the Horsemen. The Horsemen then kick him out. They replace him with Bama. Now Bama getting his shot, not just at the former Four Horsemen, not just a shot at the former leader of the Four Horsemen, but now facing him himself as a Four Horseman and for the TCW Television Championship. Yeah, Totes did get turned into a tote bag right there. Yeah, but I mean, it's such a simple form of logic, you know what I mean? Pretty much nobody would get 8 if they had a machine gun. Now, even though a lot of history between the two of these guys as far as the lineage of the Horsemen are concerned, so you've got that part of it on the line, but now Bravo actually digging his way out, working his way back up into World Championship form again, having and holding the WCW television title. Yeah, I'm very excited to see what's next. The hair's like the hairstyles should be better, even though they are locking some hair stuff behind. It depends on the amount of things that are locked behind the island. I typically don't like this thing. I don't mind them locking like the Jordan stuff and the whatever. Like that stuff I don't mind, to be fair. As long as it's none of the current creation parts, and I don't think it should be any of the physical characteristic parts, hairs, eyes, stuff like that. All the attire stuff, masks, hats, certain stuff. Don't take stuff that we had and lock it behind the island. That's horseshit. But that new branded stuff, yeah, lock it behind the island. If you unlock it, you unlock it. If you don't, you don't. What is going on? Frost Freeman, welcome to the stream.
Introducing the challenger from Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, one half of the WCW Super Extreme Tag Team Champions, Bubba Boy! And his opponent from Wolverhampton, England, weighing in at 220 pounds, the WCW Undisputed World Television Champion, the Machine, Rob Owen.
Hey, Dubs, take it easy. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Yeah, see, you would feel like it's the new stuff they locked in the island, but it's not necessarily. There's hairstyles locked in there, but they still updated hairstyles. They still updated some other stuff. So again, like we're gonna see. But look, if you play NBA 2K, you know where it's going. I don't think the issue lies in this year. I think it lies in the next few years. So we'll see what happens. But that is neither here nor there, and that is not going to save either one of these guys. These guys right now going to be in a fight, not just for kind of bragging rights as a horseman. Look at the state of that move. Like, I knew that move was in the game. I just don't remember ever seeing anybody actually do it. And already Robbo out to prove that he should have stayed in the Horseman. He should still be leading the Horseman. And Bama out to try to prove that that is not how it goes. And look at the back and forth of this. Bama finally getting to his feet. Robbo took a running start at him and didn't make it. Now getting two knees to the chest. Call Bama in the morning. And you can see a lot of strategy going back and forth between these guys. You got one guy doing the one thing. You got the other guy trying to, and back and forth they go. So Robbo sees the move happening to him, gets outside the ring, gets Bama to follow. Doesn't work out quite how he wanted, but, and look at this, Bama really good at getting in a position to kind of get Robbo off of his feet to then gain the advantage. Now only a 1 count, and even though these two guys about the same height, you can definitely see Robbo probably more of the power style, Bama probably more of, I wouldn't even say speed. Yeah, there's some speed, but I would say more of the innovative style. Kind of done in one of those things like like Rob Van Dam, not really a high flyer, did do some flying, don't get me wrong, but it's more innovative, you know what I mean? That's kind of what Bama reminds me of right there. Oh, Robbo talking that trash, and look at this. Robbo this time uses that against Robbo. And Robbo able to get the Boston Crab going down underneath, coming back through, looping. Kind of like the bunny rabbits when you're teaching your kids how to tie the shoes. Make an ear, loop it through. And this is kind of exactly what I expected to see. You see one guy getting the advantage. You see the next guy getting the advantage. You see a lot of back and forth with the reversals. Now, what I didn't expect was there to be a 2 count already. Bama setting up. Went to hit him with the roll tide. Instead, puts him in a submission hold. Oh, but very nice. Like he gets out of this, like he lets him out of the submission hold, and then he cradles his head. He doesn't want his head to hit the mat too hard. You know what I mean? Like teammate stuff going on there. Lays his head gently down on the mat before then dropping a big leg on it. Oh! Now these two standing in the middle of the ring, letting it go, horseman style. Neither one of them even trying to block until then, but neither one of them was trying to block. They're just letting it fly. You see Bama with the overhand right. You see Robbo with the chops. And Robbo back to the chops in a big... Look, both guys are on the ground. I would love to see more of that in 25. But both guys on the ground trying to get back to their feet. Robbo's face paint almost completely off. Bama's starting to show a little wear and tear on the face paint there. And now Robbo's setting up for it. And you got to believe at this point in the match, if he can get it in, it might very well be over. And he does. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Bama finds a way to kick out of the Dorio Mogato, Mr. Roboto. What is going on? Raymond, welcome to the stream, brother. Oh, went for the big knife edge chop. Kind of the 360, and that is Robbo's finishing move, but Bama known for taking other people's finishers and using them against them. He does it probably 3 times every 5 matches. Like, he will steal the other person's finisher. Does it right there. Probably not as effective as the way Robbo does it, but still, if you end up winning on something like that, that has got to be the biggest smack in the face that you could possibly do. And look, some bad blood between these guys. The guy who took his place on the Horseman and the former Horseman going at it in the ring. So not just title belts on the line, but maybe kind of the bragging rights to say this is why they got rid of you, because I'm better. Or maybe they shouldn't have got rid of me because I'm better. So neither one of these guys wanting to give up, neither one of these guys giving in. Kind of reminded me a little bit of an Eminem song where he had vomit on a sweater already from Mom Spaghetti. Hey, look, they're nervous, but on the surface they look calm and ready to drop bombs. But they keep on forgetting what they wrote down the whole. So one shot, that's what I'm trying to get to now. Is Robbo going to tap? No! And look, again, Bama's like, here, let me lay that head down and then smash it with my boot. While I'm smashing it with one boot, might as well smash it with 2 boots. Yeah, and we saw Raymond Jones have an amazing title match against Drew Hawthorne. Really took both wrestlers to the limit. Raymond coming up a little bit short, but still. You know, sometimes you get a shot like that, and then after the match, you know, like it doesn't go right, and you're like, gosh, why was that guy in the match? Nobody questioned why Raymond got that shot right there. And Bama becomes the brand new TCW World Television Champion.
Here is your winner, and new WCW Undisputed World Television Champion, Bubba Boy!
Bama winning the television title for the second time. But again, Robbo ends up winning it, beat Stubbs for it. And now you gotta believe Robbo probably gonna take that shot at the United States champion here before too long. You know what I mean? So, looking like he's well on his way heading into a match like that. Now, for everybody in the Bay of Iffy, get those bedazzled jawbones out. Digital Dogs getting ready to get a shot here in a four-way hardcore elimination match with Angel, JP, and the current TCW hardcore champion, Rated R2K. Man, I'm telling you, we've gone through a lot of iterations for Digital Dogs. This is my favorite. Yeah, Digital better perform, you know what I mean? I would not want to be on Anita's bad side. What is going on, Brian? Welcome to the stream, brother. I love the name. Hernsberger Barbosa. Love it.
And introducing the challenger, representing the Syndicate from Salt Lake City, Utah, weighing in at 193 pounds, JP!
You know, we look at a match like this, and it goes even deeper. Yeah, that's good that the hardcore title is on the line. You're looking at probably one of the greatest hardcore champions we have seen, at least in a long time. We have seen Milkman a little whiles back do well. We saw Digital Dogs a little while back. He did very well. The hardcore title, one of those titles, hard to hold on to because of the matches that you end up getting put in. We saw, you know, the four-way table elimination stuff go on for a while. The iron table stuff go on. But one of the crazier things, if you go back even further, JP and Digital Dogs were like thick as thieves. And then both part of the bikers, both doing very well. And then you start seeing the fracture between the two. JP then leaves, goes on to do something else. These two guys fighting it out. JP getting the better of Digital. Digital getting the better of JP. Digital kind of winning the war. A lot of battles in there, but winning the war. And now it's been a little bit, but now we're seeing these two get back in the ring again. Even though there's two other competitors in the ring, how is that going to play out? Are these guys going to focus on each other, go after each other? Digital already talking trash to JP, saying, I can't wait for the ding, 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 brother, because when that bell rings, I'm coming for you.
And introducing the challenger, representing the Wolfpack from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 239 pounds, the Professional Wrestling Extreme Classic Classic champion, Archangel Angel.
Then, even though the Wolfpack hasn't been seeing a lot of success, they haven't seen a lot of downfall either, but they haven't seen a lot of success. Angel's starting to be that bright spot. And remember, Angel, a former world champion in the TCW, but then got on this epic Season 6. And it's bad to be on a losing streak in Season 6 because it has been our longest season ever. But getting on that losing streak, and now, because heading in from 5 to 6, world champion, then hasn't even come close to doing that again. But now, all of a sudden, starting to win the titles. Won the WCW Special Series title belt, now going to be known as the TCW Special Series title belt. But winning that title belt and now getting a shot here again. But R2K has been on another level. Like, we look back, R2K won a 4-way table elimination match to win the title, to beat it from Ken Shawn, then went out, defended it against Jay Savage, Digital Dog, Cecil Davis, Blaze McCoy.
The champion from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 253 pounds, the WCW Hardcore Champion, the Violator, RTK.
So R2K now making his way down to the ring, and it wasn't like he just won those matches. R2K has been dominating those matches, so can he do it here tonight against three other very hardcore competitors? So almost like a dream match as such. What is going on? Bama, champ, welcome to the stream. Yeah, see, it's not easy, like, carrying the 18 national championship trophies, but look, winning's not for everyone. And Bama proving that here tonight, winning another title belt. So, proving that he should have been the horseman chosen, and proving why it's not easy carrying, but you come from Bama, you're used to winning the gold all the time, you know what I mean? Yeah, I finally learned the stuff. And again, guys, if you're out there and you're like, hey, this would be a great command, or this guy deserves a command, or, whatever, just shoot me a message on Discord. Tell me what you think it should say. But here we go, talking over, reminiscing over these four guys getting ready. And look at JP. He's like, whatevs. JP's like another day at the office, and R2K is like another day to prove myself. And it's even funnier, in doing the match card tonight, I did not plan on having world title matches, but the last two matches of the night were actually picked by the computer, and when I saw them, I said, yeah, why not? Why wouldn't we do that? Yeah, it was just in the last match. And hardcore match, Digital going out, and look, we talked about it as the wrestlers were being introduced. Would JP and Digital focus on each other? And that is exactly what they're doing right now. Digital trying to let JP know he plans on giving him the old choke slam, the old choke-a-rooney, as you would. Angel and R2K inside the ring. And that's kind of, too, another one of those matches. Like, either one, the way these guys are fighting it out right now would be kind of that dream match scenario. Seeing Angel now, where Angel is going, he is on the rise. R2K at the top of his game right now, but seeing those two guys fight make a lot of sense. Angel, again, former WCW World Champion. R2K trying to become the next TCW champion. So lots of stuff. What is going on? Shockwave, welcome to the stream, brother. I wonder what I did for Shockwave. I think we put something in there. Let's try this. Yeah. Yeah, that's the command right there for Shockwave. And look, they got tables, they got stop signs, they got trash cans. JP doing his thing, laughing at Digital, and Angel's like, hey, why you're doing that, buddy? There can be only one. There can be only one. Huh, I wonder if I put JP in there yet. This is what I mean. When you guys see people that I haven't put in, you gotta message me on the Discord. Now the champ, Digital Dog's getting after it. JP using that barbed wire baseball bat, trying to make some inroads against Angel. And you can see the champ walking over, looking at JP. But he wasn't even after JP. He was just trying to get back at Angel. JP and Digital staying away from each other right now. Digital trying to get a little revenge on R2K after what he did. And here we go. Is this going to be the end of the night for R2K? Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And it's crazy in this sense. It's crazy in this sense because I thought that would be something that happened the last match or the last time R2K wrestled. Maybe R2K listening to old Frankie Two Fingers and deciding to exit this match to get his world title shot. Just saying. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. And why would Angel right there break that up? It is an elimination match, and I think what we're going to see is no good deed goes unpunished. It's JP's finisher right on top of that chair, pins him on top of the chair. And now it is down to the two that have had a beef for a long time. Which one is going to come out on top? Which one is going to find a way to get that gold belt around his waist? Is it going to be the NWO or is it going to be the corporate syndicate? Right now, JP firmly in charge of this match. Referee in position in case He needs to count it out. JP, you can see, I mean, a lot of size given up. Could barely get up to even get that Pele kick in. 2, 3, and JP is your brand new TCW Hardcore Champion.
Here is your winner, and new WCW Hardcore Champion, JP.
JP coming away with the win right there. But kind of one of the things I look at is we have seen Digital Dogs kind of struggling as of late. However, right there, you see Digital Dogs kind of on that comeback trail a little bit. Much better match here tonight. Maybe he is also being inspired by the move from WCW to the TCW. Yeah, Anita has a bedazzled jawbone to pick with Digital, you know what I mean? Maybe that's who needs to start being the manager of Digital Dogs. Maybe it's going to end up being Anita T.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Hit Squad from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 226 pounds. See
So Cecil Davis at one point was known as the King of Hardcore. Kind of been out of that division for quite some time, but you look at the style, you look at how he looks right here, and you almost wonder, does he plan on making a return to the hardcore division, or again, does he have bigger fish to fry? Right now, him and Sam Hacksaw have a date in this ring, NWO versus the Corporate Syndicate. No titles on the line, but both guys very close in size. Both guys very similar in wrestling style. Different moves, different whatever, but same type of style. Which one will find a way to prevail here tonight? I'm thinking maybe Anita T. That's the last thing Digital needs. That's the last evolution of what he needs to take that next step. He's had Witcher step in, he's had Tote step in, he's had Hulk Hogan step in. Maybe the final thing is the Destroyer stepping in.
and his opponent, representing the corporation from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds.
Again, we have seen in the last match Hacksaw had this change in face paint, kind of more of the darker side. He can hear the cheers, but he also hears the boos, and that is starting to turn the psyche a little bit of Sam Hacksaw. So will that come out here tonight in this match? I wonder if she would. I wonder if there's a way to make her do that. So here we go. Both men come out swinging, and this is what I mean. Very similar styles, right? Both men trying to come out, trying to punch the other one. Cecil landing first. Hacksaw down, but look, this isn't a new thing. But Hacksaw just eats that super kick right up underneath the chin to get things turned back around and going in his direction. Charles Robinson hanging back, like still in position, don't get me wrong, but kind of hanging back, seeing what is going on. Trying to stay out of the way. We'll see how long that lasts. Hacksaw tells Davis, take 2 knees to the chest, call me in the morning. See if that helps you with that cough. Throws him down, big shoulder block down on the ground. Cecil getting up. And the referee now getting involved, and if you wondered who was paying the referee's salary, I think we know who that is now. Totes McGoats and the New World Order. And that makes you wonder too, like it kind of seemed the same way when we looked at some other things in some previous matches with the Horsemen. Totes was on the Horsemen, Rowdy was on the Horsemen. But it looks like the refs being paid by the New World Order. So will that continue here in the TCW? Yeah, that is why, I'm telling you, the one wrestler I am the most excited to make next year, Digital Dogs. He's probably, normally the first one I make is Totes, but he's probably going to be the first one I make this year. That's how excited I am. Probably going to make Digital, Totes, Rowdy, Crimson, Melinda, and it's not because of all the reasons. Sentinel might be in there too, to be fair. It's because of the difference in the size of wrestler and what that should mean. That's what I want to see. And then some of the guys you look at, like JP, Vipiro, they make themselves, you know what I mean? I may do some totsification to them, but like they still make their own characters. But that's going to be the next thing I really focus on next year. Like, you look at a character like Witcher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the base character of Witcher, and I'm going to load her up for Blaze and for Solo and wherever else she wants to go. And then we're going to go from the base Witcher, and I'm going to totsify her and make her, like, it'll still be a great base model. I'm not saying that. But then let them do their thing with her so she looks different. Let me do my thing with her so she looks different. So when you go see her at the different places, she looks different. The same and different. Like different outfits, different stuff, different things going on. What's going on, Vipiro? Welcome to the stream. Look at the state of that. He threw him up against there. Thought he hit the table, went to jump in the ring. Hacksaw turns around, comes up from behind, hits him with the finisher too. And Cecil finds a way to kick out in two. Again, we talked about it at the top of the show. We talked about this is a big match for Sam Hacksaw. Even though Cecil hasn't won a world title, Cecil has gotten a shot at the Universal World Championship. Couldn't pull off the win against Sting, but still on that level. So for wrestlers to come in then and beat Cecil is a big deal. That kind of shows where you're at on the scale. And Hacksaw just did it. I wasn't even counting. You can see Cecil grabbing the mask right there going, he can't believe it.
Here is your winner,
But Hacksaw getting a big win against Cecil Davis. Like, look, no titles on the line, but you just faced a guy. You just faced a guy who got awarded a match to face Sting. Even though he came up short, it was a great match. So Hacksaw getting and stepping forward. Look, I said Witcher's name too. What's going on, Witcher? Sister, welcome to the stream. You say Witcher's name and she shall appear. You know what I mean? So lots of great matches happening so far. Now, one of the interesting things tonight, and I didn't really point it out, almost all of these matches are one-on-one matches, except for at the top of the show, we had a tag team match, and then we had a fatal four-way elimination match. But every other match, one-on-one. So really, Moxie Texton episode for kind of the re-debut of Monday Night Meltdown. And look, you can thank Sam Hacksaw for the show's logos. He did an amazing job.
Champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship.
You can thank Blaze McCoy for a lot of the other, like the TCW logos. Did us a solid and hooked us up with those. So lots of help putting this show together, for sure. And I really appreciate you guys and everything you guys do to help out right there. Zach Hamilton, though, walking down one half of the Universal Tag Team Champions, able to defend those belts every Monday Night War, getting a shot here tonight at the TCW Cruiserweight title belt. Now, what's funny, you would think there'd be a long history, even going back to the first season, but the original Cruiserweight title belt in TSW, that original title belt was for the women. Eventually, the women adopt what the men had in the light heavyweight championship, and then both the men's and women's light heavyweight championships got brought together in a unification match to then name it, at the time, the WCW World Television Championship. You had the WCW Television Championship and the WCW Light Heavyweight Championship on the men's side. Unification match made it the World Television Championship. So, and then same on the women's side. So not a lot of history with the Cruiserweight belt. That belt just got started Season 6, Episode 47. However, this is the 17th match that this Cruiserweight title belt has been in. So it has been a busy belt since we got that going. It's funny because I've seen the Monday Night Meltdown logos, other people's logos. I've seen the Thursday Outbreak logos.
From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 200 pounds, one half of the Universal World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Great Zach Hamilton. And his opponent from London, England, weighing in at 201 pounds, the WCW Cruiserweight
Yes. I'm guessing you missed the last episode, the last, well, 2 episodes. There's an episode 99, A and B. But yeah, the rebrand has begun. We are still in Season 6. I am not going to change it over to Season 7 until 2K25. We're going to see, you're still going to see the WCW branding on most of the belts. There are some belts that you won't see that on, but we're a week away. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work to rechange everything over, but making the arenas, getting the idea down for these. And who knows what's going to happen when 2K25 comes out as far as the arenas go. Not a lot of information coming out. Now, starting March 3rd on Monday, Creation Suites, Universe Mode, stuff like that is going to be, they're going to be able to officially talk about it. For the guys that did go to this last reveal where all the creators went, we're going to do that. So, be very interesting to see what their news is. I typically go to Kenny Baum. I go to, gosh dang it. Why can't I remember his name right now? But there's a few guys I typically go to. Kenny Baum's one of them. God dog, the guy with the beard. Assemble, and I'll usually go and like check that stuff out. So, oh, look at the state of Sped. Sped gifted out the memberships, guys. If you are in the stream right now and you are not a member of the channel, look at what Sped just did. Click on that and click on the part. You should be able to see where it says allow gifts. You want to allow gifts. Click on that, allow gifts. Because even when we gift out memberships and we do stuff, if you have not allowed gifts for your account, you can't get them. And it's suggesting that we don't have enough people allowing gifts. That's why it hasn't actually gifted the membership yet. Now, we can see these two guys already going after it, and he's like, hey, get in the ring. Remember, you can win a match. You can win the match, but the belt won't change hands. Herbie doing the unthinkable. It looked like he was going to stay out, but runs, jumps in from the other side, gets Zach Hamilton off balance, and then comes up with a big slam. Herbie now backing up, putting a little distance between them. Zach kind of giving him the old bebop right there. Misses, and that looks like that might have kind of lulled Herbie into a little spot where he thought he had the advantage. Charles Robinson again getting in the way. And look at that. Herbie was getting after it. Zach turns it around. Big rope assisted DDT, but look, both men still on the ground. Zach getting to his feet first, delivering the one kick, and now hitting him with the old flippity doodah. 1, 2. And Herbie finds a way to kick out in 2. Hey, Vipiro, are you guys making Zach Hamilton also? And then how long is it going to take for you guys to make your guys' character to upload? It looked like he was coming in. To do the thing, but instead Herbie gets it turned back around. And look, there's a reason why Herbie has been winning gold belts. There's a reason why Herbie is the current Cruiserweight champion. And look at this, Herbie giving him what the price of tea in China is. Zach Hamilton might have been like, yum, yum, let me go ahead and get a couple pounds of that tea. Sounds good. I mean, as long as we get them within a reasonable time, you know what I mean? Oh, Zach now getting it turned back around. Giving him the old flippity-dippity. He had a flippity-doo-dah earlier. Now hitting him with the old flippity-dippity. Flippity-bobbity-boo. Flippity bobbity bop. Flippity bobbity flop. Do not adjust your sound. Totes is just coming up with new catchphrases. Oh, is that going to do it? Oh, it looked like that might have did it, but Herbie gets to the outside again, showing you why he has been on another level, showing you why he is the Cruiserweight champion. Zach showing you why he deserves to be the Cruiserweight champion, and that makes for an amazing match. Oh, we saw this earlier where this costs somebody a match in WrestleMania. Zach now taking advantage of that. And Rot-Row SpaghettiOs. It looks like Herbie right there is out on his feet. Can Zach get him back in the ring? Looks like he was trying to get him in a position to get him back into the ring, but right now, unable to do it. Herbie grabbing his leg, earlier grabbing his head, but look, I mean, it just looks like he's out. Goes for the possum maneuver. Zach thought he was that. Oh, Charles Robinson not paying attention because trying to get that hook back up. Is Zach going to save Herbie? Oh, now he sees it. 1, 2, 3, and not even that can save Herbie. We have a brand new Cruiserweight champion.
Here is your winner, and new WCW Cruiserweight Champion, the Great Zach Hamilton.
So again, one of those things that kind of makes you wonder, that is Zach Hamilton becomes the second. So JP, Kempty Watson, and now Zach Hamilton all winning the Cruiserweight title two times, killing them softly with their song, two times. Yeah, I thought the thing right there that was going to end up saving Herbie was the fact that he took off that thing. I thought that was going to be something where he could have garnered the strength to kick out, but not the case. Not the case at all.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the WCW Women's Extreme Championship.
I'm telling you, I know this arena looks a lot like how we had the Nitro Arena, but I love this arena more. Like the movie behind it. That is not a generic movie that is playing, by the way. You can't see the name of the wrestler, but it is not a generic, Through the Flames movie that's playing. It is a wrestler's thing, and I am so thankful. He's like a very obscure wrestler, but I'm so thankful he's still in the game, and I hope that is still in the game, because now he's a member of a different faction, and maybe it won't be the same. I'm hoping it is, though. Yeah, that is exactly what happened. So you go back, just the history of the Cruiserweight title. JP wins it, defends it 3 times, loses to McWayne, who loses it to Kempty. Kempty defends it. Zach Hamilton beats Kempty, loses it to Dragunov. Dragunov loses it to JP. JP loses it again to Kempty. Vipero beats Kempty, Herbie beats Vipero, and now Zach Hamilton beats Herbie. Gesundheit. What's going on, Jesse? The Jackhammer, welcome to the stream. I'm pretty sure I got Jackhammer in there too. I don't know. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I can't remember. This is why I need somebody to send me the ones that I got. Yeah, look at that. I got Jackhammer in there. If you got a channel, I try to get you in there. You know what I mean? Then you can put in your name. It pops up the thing. That way people don't have to try to put links and stuff in there. I know. Try to say, just run through that list twice without stumbling over your words. I don't think you can do it. And look at the freaky state of this. And look, you look at the belt, like it's almost like that belt was made for her. Like even the men's belt, like it still looks like it was made for Crimson.
Introducing the challenger from Death Valley, Miss Nightmare. And her opponent from the pits of hell, the WCW Women's Extreme Champion, the Destroyer, Crimson.
But Crimson getting ready to put this title belt on the line. And again, Digital Dogs, Crimson, the two I am most excited to make in the next game. It's funny, you go down, like when you look at the original created wrestlers that aren't really people. You have, and a lot of them for us are in the female division because we didn't at the start of it have a lot of females. Now it's starting to, we've actually shed quite a few of them. Look at this, Crimson off to, or Miss Nightmare off to a fast start. But we've started kind of shedding some of them. However, there are some that are now so iconic in our universe mode that we can't live without them. Or I couldn't anyway. We've always had enough male wrestlers, so I've made a few of them, but they've just, those wrestlers have never really caught on. But Crimson, Miss Nightmare, Judge Julie Justice, Victoria Van Diver, Kelly Kidman, Nikita Walters, Bobby Hart, Lexi Hart, Tiffany Hart, used to be Holly H. Hart and Pamela Hart. Like, Used to be Miss Frost and Miss Scorpion. But we started shedding some of them because we're getting more and more active female wrestlers in the WCW. Oh, look at that. Kind of a pro move going on right there. I try to blame Repentia for a lot of things. You know what I mean? You gotta blame the crazy Russian. Yeah, but you're real. Like, we've got real iconic wrestlers like Witcher, Ozzy, Phoenix, Jane, Heather, and we're creating new iconic wrestlers like Iffy and Repentia and Sarah and Anita, like, you know, Sid B, like, so we've got real wrestlers too, but it's just crazy. We have some wrestlers. Awesome Christina. That's not a real person. That came right from the old Totes My Goats noggin, you know what I mean? Mimi. Please use the table. Please throw somebody through that table. That's all I want in life. I want somebody to go through a table in a non-table match. Or go through the ladder, create a ladder bridge, and put somebody through the ladder. Well, at least she used the ladder, you know what I mean? Oh, try to put her up on the ladder. Miss Nightmare not having her. Yeah, Judge Julie Justice. Right there, that maneuver should have put Crimson through the ladder. That's the kind of weapons physics I want to see fixed. Oh, you didn't know? You got a blue face right now. Look at that. Now, will she put her up on top of the table or on top of the ladder? No, but she'll smash her into it. You can see the blue mist all over the white face of Miss Nightmare. I don't think she was ready for it. Miss Nightmare having some issues with the blue mist to the face maneuver. Hardcore title on the line, guys. Remember, drop the like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification so miss any time we go live. Share the video if you guys want to become a member of the Bark Squad. Hit the join button down there. There are 4 easy ways to do it. Now that is the Bone Crusher 2. And thanks to the placement of the ladder bridge, we couldn't quite see how that was going out. But listen to this crowd saying fight forever. Crimson, though, able to kick out. Not many people can kick out of the Bone Crusher, but Crimson able to do it right there. Miss Nightmare not letting that go unscathed. Letting Crimson know she doesn't appreciate it and brought her a chair for her troubles. I hope. That's what I hope. We don't know for sure. We know there's roughly 150 slots that you can set the sliders for now in the movesets. But what we don't know is which slots those are. Yeah, there's a really good guess you got on most of them, you know what I mean? But if you can set the table animations, because that is a move slot. If you could set the table animations, for instance, as a favorite, I believe you can make it happen. Did she just win the match? Just laid her out. Ladder in the way again. 2. And Miss Nightmare now each one of these ladies has kicked out of the other one's finishing move, but you can tell it has absolutely taken a toll on both of them. And did she do it? Will she do it? Go up top! Go up top! Do the thing! Oh, she did it! Finally! Finally! The tables, the ladder has got broke! On Monday Night Meltdown, the inaugural show, Monday Night Meltdown, somebody got broken through a ladder. If Crimson can come back and somehow win, she just went through a ladder. Wowzers. That is a first on our show. Let's keep it going. How are these women still wrestling? Like, it should be over right now. Like, no more wrestling for the ladies. Now goes, rolls, hooks the leg. 2, 3, and of course that's going to be a 3 count. She just went through a ladder.
Here is your winner, and new WCW Women's Extreme Champion, Miss Nightmare.
You want to talk about something worth it? Sorry about the hearing aids for everybody out there that's got them. My bad. My bad. Miss Nightmare, though, finding a way to put Crimson through the ladder. And look, if you want to convince me that Crimson lost a match to anybody, it would take an effort like that. Crimson is like the Andre the Giant of the women's division. How she doesn't just hold the world title and never give it up, like, unless she goes through a ladder, beyond me. That is one of the reasons why I'm so excited about the new Giant archetype. We don't know what it means for the women. I know what it means. We don't know what it means for the women as far as where it's set at. So I'm hoping that it's not an additional thing where, or I'm hoping it's an additional thing where now you've got the cruiserweights, you got the light heavyweights, you got the heavyweights, you got the super heavyweights, and you got the giants. There's plenty of people that are super heavyweights that shouldn't be considered to be giants. You know what I mean? So hoping that happens. What an amazing match. So excited. So excited to see that go on. And it happens on our first Monday Night Meltdown. The very first time we use the arena.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Women's United States Championship.
But now, moving on to the next thing. Melinda G has got a chance here tonight to do something that only one other woman has ever done. And that is T. Jones defending the United States title belt 6 times. She has defended it 5 times already, but has a shot here tonight to tie the record. If she does that, she will defend it against T. Jones. The former, they will have tied the record. T. Jones will get a chance to keep hold of part of the record, right? against Melinda, but Melinda will have a chance to go on and win it 7 times. So big match here tonight, and going up against one of the more iconic wrestlers, the more noticeable, the most recognized wrestler in our universe, Phoenix. And that's the other thing, and maybe the thing that we don't even talk about the most. Melinda at any time can turn in her world title shot. Now again, she's gotten a world title shot, but didn't have to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase to do it. So she still has the briefcase. She has been on an epic United States women title run, getting the opportunity right now to tie the longest streak. Holds the second longest streak, but getting the chance here tonight to tie the longest winning streak with the belt. And realize this, since we redesigned the belt, she has been the only one to hold this version of it.
And her opponent from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, the WCW Women's United States Champion, the mechanic, Melissa Gutierrez.
So she is the only one to hold this version of the title belt. Think about that. So we have seen her dominate in a few of these. We have seen a couple of them kind of go the distance. Will this one go the distance, or is she out to prove something here tonight? Is she out to show you that she deserves the record? She deserves the shot at T. Jones and breaking that record against T. Jones. We're about to find out here on the brand new TCW Monday Night Meltdown. Here's another thing I have never done before. Look at the position of the tote symbol in the ring. It has always been the other way. I know why it is now. You can see it's a little bit off because you can't make it straight. But I thought it'd be interesting to have it this way versus the way it normally goes. So, very interesting. That's neither here nor there. That's true. The bloody helicopter. Might have to change it from the Fafo Slam to the bloody helicopter. And look, when I heard those words, if at first you don't succeed, skydiving isn't for you, no truer words have ever been spoken. Melinda, though, getting right back up. And now starting to go after Phoenix, kind of with some authority, you know what I mean? Like, she is like, hey, Phoenix trying to fight her off. Melinda, though, getting ready to take it to another level. Has her in the corner. Thought she might have tried to take her up top. Phoenix, though, rolls out of the way, and Phoenix has got to find a way to use the entire ring against Melinda if she hopes to win. Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. That might be another one. Another way to take it. Phoenix now in control of the match, and Phoenix really has got to try to control the match in this way. Oh, went for the old reverse wheelbarrow move, but Melinda not having it. Catching the foot, sweep the leg, Danielson. Get to the chopper. And bringing her over now to that corner rope, letting her know that bad things, she's got some bad intentions, and here comes one of them. Foot right to the chest. Overhand rights right to the head. And now we have seen the ground game of Melinda very strong. Definitely not a place you want to be stuck at in there. This time, Phoenix rolls out of the way, but Melinda, learning from what happened the first time, kind of waited on her. She rolled out of the way, and then she was right there on top of her to take advantage of that. And here's, oh, this is the owie move of all owie moves. You do that to Frankie Two Fingers. You hit me with that a couple times, and I'm here to tell you, game over. Not having it. I'm out. I'm out on that. And now waiting for it. This could be it. Did she just tie the record? No! Went for the Fafo Slam, but it looked like Phoenix was waiting on it. Flips it around. Hits her with a roundhouse, now whips her into the corner, and not the place you want to be with Phoenix, because she can take you up to the top. Whoa! This is her finishing move, but top rope assisted. The rise of the Phoenix. 1, 2, and somehow Melinda finds a way to kick out in 2, but look, she has got to be reeling. That move puts down more wrestlers than it lets up. And she has got to find a way to get up. She cannot let her do this. Does she know she's up there? Double axe handle. And wisely rolls out of the ring. Now Phoenix outside the ring waiting on her, but still not the place I would want to have Melinda. You look at where she's from and her background, having her on the outside of the ring. Now telling the crowd, she's like, look, guys, get fired up. You guys are about to witness history. And look, for Melinda, countout doesn't even matter. It still goes down as a title defense. However, not having it, runs over, and I don't think Phoenix was counting on that. But it looked like she was trying to rest, trying to get a little recoup going on. And Melinda's like, I can't let you do that. Not going to happen. If you're up, get in the ring. And for the first time, most of Phoenix's face paint is off. Might even be like a face reveal going on. And Melinda keeps the fight going. Gets back in the ring. Phoenix now on the ground on the outside. Referee saying, look, you got to get up. Melinda playing it up to the crowd. And look, that's typical NWO stuff. NWO, yeah, they want to whoop you, but they also want to make sure they're putting on a show. Phoenix still going after Melinda, and I don't think Melinda quite expected that coming from Phoenix coming out. And again, goes back to that reverse wheelbarrow type DDT maneuver, but Melinda catches her riding dirty and then catches her with the Fafo Slam. It is all over but the crying. 3. And Melinda goes on to tie the record to retain the TCW Women's United States Championship.
And still, WCW Women's United States Champion, the Mechanic, Melinda Gutierrez.
So that sets up a date with Melinda and T. Jones. Melinda having a shot at breaking the title defense record of the TCW Women's United States Championship. So now, again, these last two matches, I didn't even book them, but when I saw them booked, I said, I think it would be great for the kickoff of a Monday Night Meltdown. Misty getting a shot again at Aussie for the TCW Women's World Championship.
Is scheduled for 1 fall and is for the WCW Women's World Championship.
And Misty, a former world champion, having won the title belt one time, but going up against 7-time women's world champion Aussie. Now, going all the way back, she ended up beating, no longer in the universe, but Savannah for that title belt, and then lost it to Aussie. So can she get a measure of revenge here tonight? And that match goes all the way back to season 1, episode 20. So it has been a minute now, 5 seasons later, trying to exact a little bit of revenge. But Aussie, having defended this belt 5 or 6 times already, again, holds the record. 13 straight title defenses. And what's crazy, what is absolutely crazy about all of it, is she held on to the world title partway through season, halfway through season 4, all the way through season 5, and then up through episode 22 of season 6. Nobody able to defeat her, defended it 13 times, then kind of stepped away from it, decided to set her eyes on something else, then finally coming back around episode 61 and said, hey, I got to get back, I got to get the shot back. Ends up beating Witcher for the title, and then goes on kind of, again, beating the who's who of women in the wrestling division. Now, giving Misty a shot here tonight.
From Austin, Texas, the Grim Reaper, Mighty Watson. And her opponent, from the Queen City, the WCW Women's World Champion, the phenomenal one, Moxley.
So it has been a hot minute since these two have stepped in the ring with each other, but getting the shot here tonight, Aussie requesting the match from Eric Bischoff. And again, can the NWO take a big title belt from the corporate syndicate? What is going to become of both groups moving forward into season 7? Misty trying to get off to that quick start, but Aussie kind of sitting back, and then look at the delay right there. And I think that's when you start talking about the experience in the ring, I think that's where it starts really coming out, where you really start seeing it. A lot of wrestlers right there would have thrown Misty into that side corner and then just ran right in. She paused, assessed the situation, saw, okay, maybe saw something in her eyes like, no, she's not going to be able to move, and then runs in, hits her with that big clothesline, maintains control of the match. But it's far too often we see the wrestlers rush right in, and the wrestler that got thrown into the side already ready to reverse it kind of draws them in that way. Look at the state of that. Could you imagine taking that big leg off the top rope? Now, it was a 2 count, but somehow Missy kicks out, still grabbing the chest, though, so the damage being done. But she has got to find a way to get in control of what's going on. Taking the elbow shot, looking like she might have been trying to get out. Ozzy blocking the path, and now Missy finally getting it turned back around. Now, we know Ozzy's got the somewhere over the rainbow. She has got the yellow brick road. We know Missy's got Red's redemption. And look at that. That should show you how powerful both of these wrestlers are. And speaking of Red's redemption, here it is. Hits her with it. Do we have a brand new women's champion? 1, 2. I was going to say, we have never seen Ozzy beaten that fast. And we haven't seen it here tonight either. And look at this, like every time you think one of these women are gonna have like a leg up on the other one, every time you're like, oh, here we go, this is the downfall, this is where it's going, it's gonna go down this path. Every time that's about to happen, one of these ladies gets it turned back around, and then they start going, and then it gets turned back around and they start going. Neither one of them really get the opportunity to really get it going. We've seen Ozzy kind of be in control for more of the match, but again, you get hit with Red's redemption that early on in the match. That's going to even things up really quick. And here we go. That is the somewhere over the rainbow. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And that typically sets up the yellow brick road. Will it here? And it is. Missy tried to get back to her feet, but she probably shouldn't. Will she get it in? She does. And it might be all over right there. 1, 2, 3. You don't get hit with the somewhere over the rainbow and then get hit with the yellow brick road and expect to kick out.
Here is your winner, and still WCW Women's World Champion, the phenomenal one, Moxley.
Now, it is one of those things where we have never really seen. Ozzy has won a Universal Women's World title belt. We have seen Cheyenne dominate. Cheyenne never really focused on the World Championship at the promotional level, always on the larger thing. Ozzy, the exact opposite. But you wonder now, moving forward, going in to WCW, going in to season 7, will that start to change up a little bit? Will it happen where maybe she starts focusing on doing things a little bit different? Will she start focusing on the Universal title? Look, she still has to lose the other championship. It still has to go the other way.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
If you think Diffie's funny sober, wait till you see her drunk posting. Hilarious. And you know it's good when she apologizes the next day, but I've never seen a reason why, like, the need to do the apologizing, like it funny. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, you look, Rebecca and Ozzy, hooked up as a tag team. Now they're kind of doing their own thing. Maybe they come back together again, but now Rebecca, the world champion in the TWC. So, doing the stuff, but look at this. Rowdy making his way down to the ring. You can see the TCW badging also on his outfit. You see the WCW, but you also see the TCW, but bringing down the world title belt. And I think one of the funnier things Rowdy has done with this is he left the NWO marking on there almost as to mock them. Almost mocking the NWO, like, hey, if you think this is your title, I'm holding on to it, so come and get it. Yeah, I don't think Iffy's one of those ones that believes in his brother. You know what I mean? That's weird. If you believe in the brother, that's weird. But obviously Bigfoot's real. You know what I mean? No doubt about that. I think it's funny that all the people they're like, oh, you're conspiracy theorists. Now all the stuff is coming out about all the things, and, well, it turns out all the conspiracies are working out to be true. Hilarious. If that doesn't make you not trust the governments anymore, like, I don't know what would. Hey, I told you your shot is coming. I didn't think it would be tonight, but again, everything about these last two matches, everything about this match, everything about the last match, the computer did. I didn't touch it. I didn't change it. Nothing. I just saw the matches and I was like, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, but these rabbit holes aren't even really rabbit holes anymore. The JFK thing is coming out. The Epstein stuff is coming out. It's basically what everybody said happened. I'd love to do a podcast on the JFK thing. I had a theory on the JFK thing that very few people shared, and I'm pretty sure regardless of what comes out and how it comes out, it's still true. You can see some of the things in the video. As a combat engineer, I'm just telling you. Interesting stuff. But this absolutely huge match, Vampiro getting his shot, and Vampiro has been on a roll here lately. This would be the time that Vampiro would really want this shot. Yeah.
Introducing the challenger from Columbus, Georgia, weighing in at 205 pounds, one half of the Universal World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Snake,
Yeah, this is like one of those best of both worlds.
From the nearest nightclub, weighing in at 306 pounds, the WCW World
Yeah, you're right, Effie.
Champion,
Yeah, this is one of the more interesting things that you could look at the leadership of a Totes Magoats. He leads a certain way. Different from a Hogan. You can look at the leadership of Rowdy, and this is almost ingenious. And the second time it's happened, pitting multiple syndicate members against each other, multiple corporation syndicate members against each other, and that's like a win-win. Like, what happens right now if Vipero wins? The corporate syndicate stays in power. So a very smart move, like, to be fair, and it gives guys on your side the ability to do it. Now, as long as everything gets taken with a grain of salt, you know what I mean? But look at the huge move, Rowdy, almost understanding he is going to have to change up the style of his own wrestling to beat Vipero. Yeah, you got to kind of stay true to what you're doing, but you also have got to watch out. But you're seeing the size difference right here. Vipero needing to get in the striking, needing to take the snake side of him. But look at this, trying to play it up to the crowd, and the boss is like, no way, sir. Get back in this ring right now. Goes, hooks the leg. And that's another thing, looking at, like, too, Rowdy. Rowdy seems to be one step ahead. Toad seems to be a step ahead, but Rowdy also seems to be a step ahead of what is going on in the competition, in the locker room. So as the TCW World Champion, really has his finger on the pulse of what is going on in the locker room. Could that be playing into why he named this match here tonight? Maybe he feels like too many people are coming after him, and he's like, you know what, maybe I could do better if I can get the belt off of me, maybe get it onto somebody else, and then I can really focus on dealing with the enemies of the corporate syndicate. I like it, the cheap suit. But this is also a big measuring stick for Vipero as well. Vipero right now, again, one of the hottest wrestlers in WCW. And able to kick out. And two, Rowdy was like, God, I thought I had it right there. Vipero getting up. And that is what, oh, he should have kept going with the strikes, I think. Wearing Rowdy down. And guys, here's the other thing. If you guys don't know all the different platforms we're on, we are on X, Discord, TikTok, YouTube, obviously. All of the things, all of the links right there in the description. Jump in, especially if you're subscribed to the channel. Jump in, become a part of the Discord. A lot of fun stuff going on over there. Lots of things happening, and look at that, Vipero showing him why he's quick like Snake. And jumps up, puts him in the constrictor. Do we have a brand new champion? No, Rowdy fighting through it, getting the constrictor off of him. But that right there, just to show you what kind of a role Vipero has been on right there, could have won the world championship in the TCW. And now trying to put him in the Rowdy recliner, so Vipero tries to get Rowdy to tap. Rowdy tries to get Vipero to tap. And what was that? We have seen the reversal from between the legs, but never have I seen a reversal where he picks up Rowdy and tries to put him out that way. Great reversal move right there. And Vipero now starting to take it to another level. You can see Rowdy starting to really struggle. What is going on, JP? Welcome to the stream. And Vipero really working over that midsection right there. Still showing the respect to the boss, you know what I mean? Still showing him like, hey, still respect you, boss, but I got to win this title belt. Yeah, I think it's brilliant. Rowdy setting up this match. And look at that. Vipiro trying to get the win. 1, 2. And unable to keep Rowdy down, but that came very close. And there it is again. The second time he put him in the constrictor. And Rowdy still finding a way not to tap out, but he's got to get back to his feet. He's got to get back in control of this match if he wants to retain the title belt. But Vipiro, again, the most dangerous man inside the ring. You look at him. You look at JP. You look at Akimti Watson. Those guys very, very dangerous inside of the ring. You almost want to get them out of the ring so that they can't do the stuff that they do. Vipiro setting up for it again and locks it in for a third time. That has got to be it. But look at how fast Rowdy got out. I think Rowdy understood that. That could have been it. And got him out quickly now. Getting ready to go on the offense. And you got to say, this is a better match than even I thought it was going to be. Maybe Vipiro wins, maybe Rowdy wins, but Rowdy has been dominating his competition, not dominating Vipiro here tonight. And now look, very uncharacteristic of Rowdy, but going up to the top, he hits him with the body splash. That's got to be it. No way you survive that. And somehow Vipiro kicks out. So back and forth these guys go. Where it's going to stop, nobody knows. But it's almost like they want to tap out the other person. They don't want to win by pin. They want to win by the other person submitting to the other one. But the beneficiary of it is us. And here it is, Rowdy's redemption. That has got to be it. Rolls the leg. 2, 3, and Rowdy will retain the TCW. What is this? Jakai cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. Not gonna wait till season 7. Wants it to happen here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Money in the Bank is cashing in his contract.
And the wrestler's not even waiting for it. The announcer still announcing. The referee hadn't even called for the bell. And Rowdy already going after Jakai. But you can see that was a crazy long battle right there. Rowdy has got to be on the last rung of his ladder. Is Jakai going to take advantage of this and get the win? He does! Jakai comes in. You thought the snake was Vipiro, but apparently it is the Alpha Wolf Jakai.
WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Jackie Credder.
Way back in the day, Jakai told you that he was going to one day be the world champion, and look at what he just did. And guys, I did not set up the last 2 matches. I'm serious. When I saw it, though, I was like, yeah, I kind of want to see how that plays out. Jakai coming away with the win here tonight. But remember this. You can say and think whatever you want. There is only one man who has this in his contract. One man has a rematch clause. I've watched people call for the rematch. Oh, I want my rematch. Nobody's got it in their contract but one guy, and I keep saying it. Rowdy has got the rematch clause worked in to his TCW contract, so that has not changed. So at some point, and very soon, Jakai is going to have to face off against Rowdy one-on-one. with that belt on the line. Will that happen before season 7? It could. It could very well happen before season 7. It could be as early as the next episode. Iffy, remember this. Iffy also has a Money in the Bank briefcase. When is she going to cash that in? Who knows? But we were worried about the Wolfpack, and we were worried, they weren't doing so hot and they weren't doing the things and blah, 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 blah. Now the Wolfpack holds on to the TCW World Championship. Absolutely crazy how that all worked out. But guys, that is going to do it for us here tonight at the Totes My Goats Wrestling Network. What a crazy show. We've seen a lot of firsts. We saw, and we don't see, typically we see the Money in the Bank briefcase get cashed in, but what we don't typically see is it work. That is only the third or fourth time it has ever worked since in season 6. So it used to work a lot. It rarely works now. So the fact that it worked, and it worked that fast, I think that goes to show you how big of a match it was between Vampiro and Rowdy. So, but guys, that is going to do it for us here today. Remember, when you guys are out there, show each other some kindness. Be kind to the world. Be leaders in the world. We got to start healing and doing some stuff. We've said this for a long time, but at some point we got to do it. We got to stop letting people divide us, we the people of the world, and realize we're all people. It doesn't matter what we look like. Doesn't matter what we are, who we look like, blah, 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 blah. None of that matters. Don't give people the power over you to control how you are, how you act, how you respond to things. Be a leader. Show them how it should be and have them follow you. Be the leader. Show them a little bit of grace. Show them a little bit of kindness. Hopefully they will then take that lesson that they learned from you and take that out into the world and say, you know what? I don't have to be the way I am. I could be showing people some kindness. Life isn't that bad. Or maybe it is super bad, but it deserves to be better. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be the change that makes it better. So who knows? Who knows where you're at in your life or anybody's at in their life, but they might need that. Keep that in mind. So from everybody here to everybody out there, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope you guys have a great weekend. When you're out partying tonight, have a good time. Within reason. Make sure you got somebody out there watching your 6 to make sure you get back and home where you need to be. That way, tomorrow you can kind of binge watch some Totes My Goats. You know what I mean? You can eat some greasy food. You can overcome the hangover stuff and again, watch Totes My Goats. Why wouldn't we want to be watching Totes My Goats out there? Love all you guys. We'll catch all of you in the next one. Peace.